Without a doubt, one of the most popular recipes with over 1 million views on this YouTube channel is a one-pan pasta. However, with its success has come lots and lots of hate from Italians. I am sorry, Italians, but it is a very convenient recipe, just like the one I'm going to make for you now. A one-pan lasagna. Italians, look away. This is not for you. This is for the person at home who wants to make something quick, delicious, and super tasty, and it is so convenient to do. So, we've all our ingredients for our mince. We're going to make a really good ragu to start off with, and it begins in our pot. So, a tablespoon of oil going in here. I've got some finely chopped onion. You're looking for a nice hot sizzle. Give it a quick stir. Season it with some sea salt and some black pepper. I always do this at the start. It starts to bring out the moisture in the onions. Once those onions are softened, we're going in there with a little bit of garlic. But first, I do want some flavor. So I've got a tiny touch of dried oregano, wherever you are in the world. Give that a stir through and it just starts to become really nice and aromatic. Okay, this is looking pretty good. So get straight in there with some chopped garlic. Give it a quick stir. Now to go in alongside this and start getting our meat sauce going on, we're going to go in there with some pancetta. So straight in there with all that lovely pancetta, and it's going to add this lovely salty, meaty flavor to this bolognese sauce or ragu. You're just looking for that pancetta to start to take on a little bit of color and just to be sizzling. And then it's time to go in there with some mince. So straight in on top of our pancetta. Mix that up just with the spoon, and I do find at this point it's good to keep mixing with the spoon just so that you break up those big clumps of the mince. This is looking really good. Now, there's not too much color on the mince at this point, but it has started to cook through. So at this point, I'm gonna add in some chopped tomatoes, 2 tins of chopped tomatoes going in. Give that a mix through, and I think at this point it's good to season it up again. So just a tiny touch of salt. There's already quite a lot of salt in there with the pancetta, so not too much. And then some black pepper. Give it all a good stir through. This smells so good right now. And for a little bit of extra substance, I'm going in there with some grated carrot. Give that a good stir through. This is now going to simmer down, and you're looking for it to kind of reduce by about a quarter. Now, for an extra hit of richness, I've got 1 tablespoon of tomato puree going in here. So give that a quick stir through. And now this is going to simmer down for about 15 minutes or so until that sauce becomes nice and thick. Now while this is cooking away, we're going to talk about our white sauce filling. Now it's not a traditional white sauce. I did warn you about this. We're going to make it with some ricotta, some cheddar, and some parmesan. And basically you just mix all these through. It is the quickest white sauce you will ever make, but it is super tasty and it works really well. You've got that creaminess of the ricotta and then the salty hit of the 2 cheeses. This is looking pretty good, and I'm also going to loosen it out with a touch of milk. So about 3 tablespoons going in here, and just give that a good mix through. Now it just needs a little touch of black pepper, and I'm not going to add salt in there because there's a lot of salt going on right now. So just give that a final mix through, and essentially we have all our components ready. We've got our meat sauce nicely bubbling away. It's actually done at this point. So we're going to use about half this mixture and just scoop it out into a dish, because we're going to use the bottom layer as our base to this lasagna. So this is nearly about half the mixture. Do make sure you pull up some of the liquid when you're doing this. You want a nice even base. And now it's just a case of layering it up like you would a normal lasagna. So we're going to start with our meat base. We're going on with a layer of lasagna, layer of cheese sauce, layer of lasagna, meat sauce, layer of lasagna, cheese sauce, layer of lasagna, and then finish it off, or something like that. Anyway, let's cut to a montage. After all that layering, we have a top layer of beautiful bolognese sauce. So I'm going to finish it off with some mozzarella slices. So decorate this on, a few little basil leaves, lid on, and this is going to cook for about 20 minutes. Right, this is good to go. It now needs to cook out for about 20 minutes, and then we will be in business. Okay, my one-pan lasagna has had its time, and check this out. That eruption of steam and that smell is so fantastic right now. And the beauty of this is that all that lasagna goodness is contained in this one pan. It smells wonderful, and now I have got to try some. So I'm gonna dive right down while it's still hot I've got this lovely cheesy sauce. I've got that wonderful bolognese mixture. And now I'm just going to stop talking and start eating. It's very hot, but it is so good. You've got that creaminess of that ricotta cheese sauce and this really rich saltiness from that bolognese sauce as well. It works really well. I want you to give it a go. It's a little bit alternative. It is not a traditional lasagna. Italians, be nice to me. Do not kick my ass in the comments or I will kick yours. So on that note, I hope that you'll check out the recipe. It is in the box below over on my website. Make sure to like, subscribe to this channel. Of course, leave me a comment letting me know that you've tried this and you know how good it tastes. And until then, I will see you soon. Goodbye. And you want a nice fine chop on these and you're looking for a good sizzle. There it isn't.